everybody? Welcome. I want to take a look at Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is a game that's always intrigued me. I haven't made it very far. I think I've made it out of Act 1 a couple of times. I do very bad with this game overall. I get alcoholic syndrome, where I just want to create new characters, try something new, see what I can do with it. I want to play through though. I've got all the DLCs, and I think I'm ready to get started. So, our main story here, we're going to join against the struggle of the World Wound, the epic war between these guys, raged on more than 100 years. Up till now, the Crusader armies have barely managed to curb the overwhelming enemy force. But not for much longer, the Demon Lords are preparing to strike a decisive blow. You will have to harness mythic power to take command of the Fifth Crusade and lead it against the demonic hordes. And just looking at the photo here, there's a lot going on, right? A little bit of everything here. Going crazy. We do want to jump in. We're going to play on core. We want the game to be a little challenging, a little hard. Potentially. I mean, not hard, not unfair, but core seems good. We're doing a custom character, because you don't play a game like this and not play a custom character, right? I want to play something... So the mythic paths in this game let you harness different mythic powers, different beings of phenomenal force. And I'm thinking I want to lean into the angel side of things. So I want something holy, like this chick looks like she could be a paladin or a cleric, a holy warrior of some kind, with her spear. She's got her little book. It really looks like a World of Warcraft paladin kind of thing here, but with a spear, and Warcraft paladins don't use a spear. This chick has wings. She's an angel. She's got her spear. Some holy powers. I don't know. Like, there's so many good portraits in these packs that I got. These portrait packs. I think I like this one with the small shield and the spear. I think I'm going to kind of lean into that a little bit for this holy playthrough. Let's do it. Alright. So, I want to play an Oracle. I'm going to play dual Cursed Oracle. So, Oracles are spontaneous casting cleric. Kind of holy casters. They're not clerics, because if they were clerics, they'd be clerics. But they have divine spell powers, divine casting, similar to like a sorcerer, what a sorcerer is to a wizard. In Arcane, they are to the divine caster side. Their big thing that they get is they get curses, which in most cases are a detriment, but as they develop and as they level up in their oracle stuff, their oracle profession, they learn to turn that curse into a bonus. So like in one of them, they might have burned hands, which make them less good at melee attacks, but they get certain spells associated with that. So it's kind of a neat way to turn that negative into a positive. They also get what are they called? The mysteries. And that's kind of like what they're devoting their life to studying, I guess, in a way. They get their revelations from it, and in line with what it is that they're doing. So like the nature one, they can get an animal companion. there's like a healing-based one, or all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna play as a human, an extra feat, and extra skill point. I think it'll help me develop my character a little more the way that I would like to kind of build and develop. Alright, let's think. We could do something like a leader, where we get buckler proficiency. What do we have for proficiencies here? Let's take a look. So if we look at our details for our Oracle, we can already use shields, we can use light and medium armor, and we can use simple weapons. So if we're leaning into that spear and shield kind of mindset that we saw from our portrait, I think we're going to be good. Do I want this portrait, or do I want to go with like the two-handed spear? I don't know if I like the look of that face up there. Portraits are hard. This is the toughest part of the game, building a character. So I want it to be something cool. I want it to fit like a fantasy hero ideal. I'm going to do this one, and mostly because I like what it looks like here. And this is what we're going to be looking at most of the time. And I think this is a kind of wholly powered thing that doesn't lock me into any one thing specifically. Alright, so jumping back over here, we've got backgrounds. What are we going to do with our background? Just a great question. If we do something like, well, we don't need that. We've got light and medium armors already. I think what I might want to do is just like go noble and pick up leader. It gives me longsword, rapier, and greatsword, which is just it's a lot of extra weapon types that I don't normally have. As a simple weapon user, like I could use a spear, I could use a long spear, but I miss other options of the game. I miss, when I think of a fantasy hero, I want to swing a sword or maybe carry a shield on the front line. Or this gives me the ability to do that. Charge in with my greatsword, hack people up if I need to. Alright, our stat spread. We're going to get some bonus points in charisma. We're going to take wisdom and intelligence down. I'd like to leave wisdom at 8 just for the saving throw. Keep it a little higher. 14 constitution feels good. 14 dex feels pretty good. Would love to have 18 charisma, and 16 strength looks nice, actually. That feels pretty good. 18, 16. I feel like we've got a pretty good spread. Got this one additional point. I guess we can just drop it in wisdom. Like, what else are we going to do with it? Since we are human, we've still got 3 skill points that we get to work with. So let's put 1 in mobility. We have a pretty crappy dexterity overall, so I don't think we need trickery. I'm really debating this. Like, I'm coming back to this. I'm like, do I want to play a strength-based character, or do I want to just like switch to dexterity? Do something like an elven curved blade. I'm looking for what other options I have. No, we can't pick up Elven Curved Blade anywhere apparently from our background. Which means we're back to kind of looking at leader. I mean, we can still go with a dex build. But I don't know that I want... Do I want... I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm fine. What is the purpose of this character? We're an angel character on the front line, keeping our party up, kind of a commander. I don't even know if leader is the best pick for me. I think we're gonna be fine. Let's just stick with that. Skills, mobility. We want to get 3 mobility, almost always. We're a divine caster. We're an oracle. We want to be able to persuade people, right? And all of these skills are garbage for us. It's fine. Let's take use magical device. All right. Feat 1. Let's do power attack. Feat 2, cleave. So our curses. We have to pick 2 curses. I know I won't plagued for one of them. Plague just doesn't feel too bad. Like -1 to all saving throws against diseases is like okay, but I'm immune to sicken, so I just take something out of the equation completely, right? And that's just level 1, and then it goes up from there. I get a spell at level 5. I get DC of diseases that I create by +2. I don't know that I'll be using that much, but yeah, whatever. And then at level 15, I'm just outright immune to diseases or the effects of them. So plague just, it doesn't feel bad. Let's do nature. Mostly because I want my animal friend. And I'm going to get a wolf. We're going to do cure spells. We want to be a little bit more friendly. We're going to do the angel spell book. We're going to support our friends on the front lines, or from the front lines, more accurately. Alright, so this is where things get a little more difficult. So I can take, if I take Blackened, I pretty much am saying I never want to use melee weapons. Because I take a -4 on weapon attack rolls. But I add Burning Hands to my list of spells. At 5th level, I pick up Scorching Ray and Burning Arc, which are great spells. At level 10, I add Fire Snake to my list of spells, and my penalty on weapon attack rolls is reduced by 2, so at that point I only swing at a -2 to hit, which is pretty terrible still. Like, I mean, it's horrible. I can overcome it, but if I'm going to take this, I'm pretty much saying I'm never relying on my melee spells. And then at level 15, I add Hellfire Ray to my list of spells, which is another great spell, but this is pretty much a caster route. Demonic. Creatures instinctively distrust me, and I take a -3 on persuasion skill checks for diplomacy. Gain +2 persuasion skill checks when used to intimidate or bluff, and persuasion becomes a class skill. Well, it already is a class skill, isn't it? Yeah. Oh wait. Well, because I'm a leader, I guess. At 5th level, +4 to all saving throws against fear. At 10, immunity to poison is pretty good. And at level 15, any weapon I wield is treated as chaotic evil for the purposes of overcoming damage reduction. Like, this is pretty good, but -3 to persuasion feels bad for a main character. So let's see what else we've got. Like, I'm okay with demonic, but let's see what else we have. Same persuasion hit, same persuasion buff to intimidate and bluff. +4 saving throw to charm this time, immunity to fire, and weapons are treated as lawful evil for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. So kind of the same thing, just different slight flavor. One of my legs is permanently wounded, reducing base land speed by 10. Your speed is never reduced due to encumbrance. So it's harder to get around the battlefield, but I will never go lower on my speed from encumbrance. But I've got good strength, so I don't know if that's important. At level 5, I'm immune to fatigued condition, but not exhaustion. At level 10, my speed is never reduced by armor. Don't know if that actually comes up much. And at level 15, I'm immune to exhausted as well. I mean, that honestly feels like it has a lot of perks that kind of offset the 10 movement. Especially when you think about like being able to speed yourself up in various ways. Let alone the fact that I have a pet that I will eventually be able to ride if I wanted to. What's this one? Uncanny dodge as a rogue class feature, but you're staggered for the entire first round of combat. What? No. -4 penalty on initiatives. Add Fairy Fire to the list of known skills. Or known spells. At level 5, add Glitter Dust and Mirror Image to known spells. Confusion to my list of spells at 10th. And Insanity at 15th. Like, that's honestly... That doesn't feel bad. Like, a -4 to initiative... Okay, initiative's a thing. It's somewhat is important. It's pretty important. But, like, it could be worse. Prank doesn't feel horrible. Like, it doesn't feel like powerless, where I just don't do anything for the first round of combat. Take a -4 penalty on charisma-based skill checks, except for persuasion skill checks when used to intimidate. You gain a +4 on saves made against diseases. Immune to sicken, but not nauseated. Immune to disease at 10th, and immune to nauseated at 15. And pretty sure I don't want to take Wolf, Scarred Face, just because 10% chance to fail a save. All spells have a 10% chance to fail feels really bad. Like, I never want to be spending my round trying to cast a life-saving spell and it just come up bad. So some of these seem easily like something I can overcome. Demonic or Hellbound both have their uses. Pranked or Wasting doesn't feel horrible. I mean, Pranked really doesn't feel bad at all. I mean, Mirror Image feels like it can add a lot of tankiness for me later. So if I do want to be that frontline kind of character, I can do that. Demonic or Hellbound. Either one of those feel okay too. I mean, like a -3 to Persuasion is definitely a hit, but as a Charisma character, I'm already gonna have like pretty good Charisma, so I expect to pass most of those checks. A -3 just means like I might be a little lower than another character doing it, or right on the same page as like another character doing it. Fire or Poison, Fear, Charm. Fear and Charm are usually both Wisdom saves. And I have low Wisdom, so like that could offset my Wisdom a good bit. My dropping Wisdom, that is. Let's do Hellbound. We're a Hellbound Angel. Alright, level 1 spells. Shield of Faith usually feels like a good spell to have. Bless is always a great spell. Okay, so we take Bless, and Shield of Faith also feels pretty good. Our Deity. Iomade, maybe? I feel like it's a very story-rich deity. So we're able to kind of keep that going here. I'm cool picking up Lawful Good, even though I'm like Hellbound and Demonic. We don't hate that one. I get so picky with hairstyles. Yeah, that one's probably one of my favorite. Alright, this ash bluish kind of color. I don't hate that. Alright.
Follow if you dare. Aim carefully. No contest. A mere flesh wound. A trivial task. Interesting. You should have run. My skills exceed yours. Let us bide our time. I feel faint. I failed.
I think that's good. Alright, we need a name. Sirzal seems good.
Let us be careful.
Let's go. Alright. Jumping into the wide world of Pathfinder here. Is that me? I'm already dead? I'm already getting stretchered
somebody!
over?
We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't she be carted off somewhere else like, oh...
I mean, he has a point. Why are you gonna come to the festival rather than the doctor?
Now, what's the matter? What happened to her? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to her?
Demons, Prelate. We found her barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And we'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take her weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. She can get her things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy, heal her wounds.
I won't give up that easily.
That's the Crusader spirit. My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev!
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Terendelev, come
Be
heal me.
quick about it before it's too late! Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces. Oh, Iomade saved me from green recruits. They come without planning, without preparation, and they die before they even see their first real battle. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at the utter waste of it all.
He doesn't seem to respect my Crusader nature.
My dear Prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor woman. She has been through enough already. Go on.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that, so I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed she was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of the city.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There, I accept your thanks. But my work is not yet done. I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully. My name is Terendelev. Certainly, but be careful. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Canabris. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best.
So, I'm only partially healed, and I'm expected to just, go and party? Alright, well, we'll roll with it. some drink, throw a dart, hit a mannequin. Sounds good. Hey, look at that bullseye. I don't even think that's scripted. Look at this, we're gonna hit a mannequin. Watch out. Sock him one. You best believe. Come on, watch out. Uh-oh. What could be going on?
Behold, Crusader gods, behold Iomade, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
Look at this guy. Oh, he's
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Let the feast begin.
pretty unfortunate.
Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protect. Sure thing. Here, take this. Good luck! Truck.
Give me a crossbow. Let me fight this demon. I'm a crusader. Might as well die crusading.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
The silver dragon, Terendelev, the defender of Canabras, fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight the demon lord Discari himself. He willed the land to part and swallow all who dared to stand in his way. But the war was still far from over.
Pretty sure my wolf did not get hit. Kind of unfortunate. You just kind of fell.
Oh, holy mother of...
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky. You fell down into a black hole. But at least you're not on your own. You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
I feel them all right. When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
So we're pretty garbage at like all this stuff except for the evil thing that we don't want to say because it's evil. Let's see what happens. Failed.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though? Now that I did not see coming. I don't think any—
Well, I'm Sela, paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendeb and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while. I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabres has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the—
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabres will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you? Destiny is destiny. So it's either one or the other. Either fate is having a right old laugh at your expense, or Lady Luck's—
Fate isn't what brought us here, and fate won't get us out either.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up,
To summarize, there are 3 of us, with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine. Underground monsters beware! Anevia, you stay behind us.
My kids
You're
are
in
so
no fit
loud.
state to fight. If we do come up against anything, the 2 of us will try to manage on our own first. Well, onward! May the good deities lead us back to the open sky soon.
Well, thank you for hanging out this far. I don't think I'm going to get to play because there's a bunch of screaming outside my door. Thank you so much, and we'll try to pick this back up later, apparently.